Hey y'all, let's have a conversation. You know what today is. Time for me to go to work in the morning, so let's talk. So I want to have a discussion with you ladies. I want to piggyback on the post that one of my friends wrote on social media about she feels like $50 ring is appropriate to get married, and if you love somebody, the ring shouldn't matter. Let me tell y'all something. This is why these men play games with you guys, because you do not require much from them. Why do you require just getting a $50 ring? Like, we're 30 something years old, you should be able to afford more than a $50 ring, and it's called layaway, correct? So as women, we tend to down ourselves because we want to be married, we want to be in love, we want to be with the people so bad, we want to have that white picket fence family and a husband, that we will drown out our worth for just to have that. It's absolutely unacceptable. You need to have higher standards. You need to let these men know what you want, what you need in life, and that's how it should be. You should never let a man know it's acceptable to do the bare minimum. And that's where we mess up, women. We let these men know, oh, it's okay to do the bare minimum. It's not okay to do the bare minimum, baby. It's not okay to give somebody a $50 ring. It's not okay to take me to Applebee's every day. It's not okay to do those things, because I know how much I am and how much I'm worth. Matter of fact, there's no limit on my worth. Matter of fact, I'm expensive as shit. So Applebee's and $50 rings aren't acceptable. We need to start letting these men know what we're going to accept and what we're not going to accept. Because for some reason, we women keep downing ourselves for these men, and these men don't down themselves for you. They still want them big butt girls with a flat stomach. They still want a girl to be able to take care of themselves. So why do we continue to accept this? And a lot of people's like, if you love the person, it shouldn't matter about the ring. Let me tell you something. I love Daryl to fucking death, but Daryl cannot come home with a $50 ring. And he understands that. He understands my worth. He understands what I'm going to accept. He understands all that, because this is something that we had in the beginning. I set a tone for him when we first started. Matter of fact, he set a fucking tone for me. And I'm damn sure not going to get him a $50 ring. That's unacceptable. That's why I said we need to start telling people and showing people our worth and stop allowing the bare minimum from these men and these women. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. You are not allowed to go get a $50 ring. And I don't care what you say. Like I said, when I was first married, my ex-husband wasn't making no fucking $100,000, but he did not give me a $50 ring. You know why? He understood what layaway was. He know how to put it on hold, because he knew $50 wasn't acceptable. We need to start showing these men our worth. And we need to stop telling the men, oh, I don't care if you get me a $20 ring. I care. I care. Put some effort in it. I care. And I see men like, oh, as long as you buy me a house. Most of the time, these men, if they can't afford a ring, they can't afford a house. I'm sorry. If you can't afford a $2,000 ring, $3,000 ring, you can't afford a house. You don't have a down payment for a home. You don't have a down payment for those things. You actually don't need to be married, because at the age that we are now, you shouldn't be thinking $50 ring is acceptable. But we women allow that. We downplay ourselves because we want love so much. We downplay ourselves because we want someone to care about us so much, that we let these men think this is acceptable behavior. Absolutely the fuck not. This is not acceptable behavior from no one. No one at all. No. $50 ring, $50 dinner, whatever you want to say, that shit is unacceptable at our age. Now, we're 20, yes. But we need to start showing these men our worth. We need to start telling these men this is unacceptable. If you're going to be with me, this needs to be done, this. Same with men. If you want to be with me, I need you to love up on me, care for me, do all this for me also. We need to start laying out what we need from a man and a woman when we first start out, because $50 for a ring is unfucking acceptable. Like, I think I had one of my friends, she was like, I don't ask men for nothing. And why the fuck don't you? They ask you for something. They want your time. They want your loving. They want all that. So why aren't you asking these men for something? Because that's what these men think. And then they come into a woman like me and think that I'm going to accept that bare minimum shit, and I'm not. So we need to stop allowing these men to give us the bare minimum and accepting that shit and writing this shit all over social media and writing this shit in the world, putting this shit up in the world, because they think that's acceptable. And a woman like me is unfucking acceptable. Now, I'm not asking Dirt to go give me a $10,000 ring, but don't bring home no $50 ring. And like I said, I told y'all on my last live, I probably love my man more than half of y'all love y'all man, right? I'm not trying to be funny. I love this man to death. I go to war behind this man. But I also have a worth. I also have standards of what I'm going to accept. When we get married, $50 ring is not acceptable. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. But we need to start putting standards on us. And y'all, I'm not talking about standards on how a man looks. I'm talking about standards on what a man should and should not do when it comes to you. We all have standards. He need to look like this. He need to look like this. And nigga don't have a pot to piss in. No, fuck that looking shit. I need you to be able to provide. I need you to be able to do this, 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 this. We need to start showing these men and telling these men what we want. Because if you put in the universe out in the world, I only want to take a $50 ring. I'll go to Applebee's. I'll go to Jasper's. That's where you're going to be taken. So we need to start putting our worth out there. No, you're not taking me to Applebee's on the first day. Absolutely not. No, we can go have a picnic or something, but I'm not going to Applebee's. I don't eat Applebee's. Oh, we're not going this. It's we have to start showing these men that we're not nothing to play with. We are worth more than $50. We're worth more than Applebee's. We're worth all that, okay? So that's just my stuff. That's how I look at things, and that's how I was brought up. I never seen my uncle come home with no $50 ring. I never seen my uncle, because of course I wasn't raised by my mother and my father. I haven't seen my uncle, basically not buy my aunt what she wants. I haven't seen my uncle not provide. I haven't seen that. So when I get a man, I expect that. So I don't know what y'all seen in life, but I haven't seen that. And you're not coming to play with me. My fucking necklace costs more than fucking $50. So unacceptable. But that's just me. I'm not coming for y'all, but I need you to understand. Stop putting in the universe with that a man can do the bare minimum to get you. Fuck that. I am high class. You better do the most to get me. Have a good morning.